No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on last year's national champions, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Huskers will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quick handoff. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. On target to the left. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Sellers. The sweet feet buy a little time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the ground, it's Edwards. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Pulls and fires complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now on 2nd down. The handoff to Johnson. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Pressure coming. He's going to throw deep right side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting, because on this drive, this quarterback has found this guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering.
How about this? A fake. Looking left. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. Have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Running behind that left side. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Creates a little room. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the 1st down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Right on the money. Heading to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but but they've got him first and goal.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They'll try to power it in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Just going to keep it after the snap. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Raiola. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
I think a lot of people wonder why you don't throw more slant routes. It's just nowadays wide receivers are so big, so thick. You throw it to them, the DBs can't go through their bodies to get them, and most of the time you get positive yards like you do right here.
And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He wants to throw it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
College football becomes more and more every year, more nickel, more dime packages, more speed on the field. So no matter what you do, I got a guy that can go chase down your quarterback in any situation, and you can see it right there. DB came flying in there, gets the first sack of the game.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, baby.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Going deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Coming out with it, it's Carpenter. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just get
picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Off play action on first down. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. They fake it. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And some great 4th down defense against the run.
You know, I think if the head coach could go back in time, he just decided to go ahead and take his chances kicking that one. Obviously, he's wanting to score a touchdown here on this drive, and I think forced his hand a little bit too much. That fake field goal.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. And you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they grab it in the end zone. That's going to be a safety. The offense is back on top of it. This is bad, but it could have been worse.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Return is tackled down at the 36, and your South Carolina Gamecocks will take over 1st and 10.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Nebraska, 0.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
First and 10.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Snagged in the middle, it's Barney. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion. So
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
A shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense that can actually catch.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
4th down.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. To the air, it's Chadwick. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Barney. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Motion from the back. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Here's a heat. He's got an open man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Knowles. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He might want another play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the catch. It's Clark. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Forced out of the pocket. He's in open space downfield. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jacobs. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Edwards. They'll immediately call timeout.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield very late in the half. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moulton. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, South Carolina.
And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. The official says no good. Guys, I know the field goal wasn't good, but hey, 19, it's a pretty good lead. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Here's the pressure. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete.
These defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you sack him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Barney. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. That last fake didn't work. They might stick with punting it this time. Let's see what he can do with it. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Sellers. The screen, and watch out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Caught behind the line. It's Moulton. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
The throw to the outside is complete.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback may change this route. Power football with the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the pummeling has started.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone.
First and 10.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Complete in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna run it. It's Perry. There he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about.
Looking for the end zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
To the air. It's Raiola. Caught in the backfield. It's Beebe. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Wants to go up top. The short hands. It's Edwards. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Give to the back. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Slips a tackle. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Moulton. Across the 15. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Hunter. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Knowles. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying to get behind the defense. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drop.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They'll leave it with him. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Using his legs, it's Edwards. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Caught close to the marker, it's Hunter. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
South Carolina, 43. Nebraska, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ready to fire from the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
The give. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Jacobs. ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. They'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moulton. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
And the Nebraska offense will take over 1st and 10.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Raiola. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Unable to get it out of their own territory, the ball will be spotted at the 45-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Gives it to the back on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Gets it to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
That is how you play defense. You drop back, you let him catch the football, you go attack, you don't let him break tackles. Really nice execution by the defense.
And the Huskers looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They come up with their 2nd safety of the game. You don't see that very often.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Goes to the knee, and that will wrap it up, and their magical season continues.